Welcome back to Studio 4, everyone. Joining us now are Linda Carter-Duncan and Terry Lopez. They're here to tell us about the special Duncan Soup Project fundraiser happening later this month. And thank y'all so much for coming in today. I appreciate it.
Our pleasure.
Well, thank you for having us. It does mean a lot. It really does. Thank you.
Of course. And to start things off, tell me a little bit more about this project.
Okay. Well, the Duncan Soup Project is a ministry that I started last April. And one thing about living in this area, I'm from a small town in the South Plains, and when someone was sick or someone passed away, what did we deliver? We delivered food. We wanted comfort. Well, a good friend of mine, Dr. David Duncan, who was a dentist here in Amarillo for how many years? Many years. I happened to be his neighbor when I lived downtown in the Lofts, and we got to become friends. And he told me that he had been struggling with cancer and for about 20 years. And what did he have?
It started out as kidney cancer, and then he had a kidney removed, and then he got prostate cancer, and then he had 3 melanomas.
Oh my goodness.
And then in 2020, the kidney cancer metastasized to his lungs.
Oh my gosh.
So he was given an 8% chance of 1 year, but he lived 5.5 years.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
And Linda, you were saying that you were one of the first recipients of this project. Tell me a little bit more about that and how that made you feel.
So before the Duncan Soup Project was ever officially a thing, Terry and other friends, but Terry probably the most constant, provided for us in so many ways. He would just call and say, there's food on your porch. 2 Christmases, he put up our Christmas tree and took it down. He was always caring for us. And you never realize how important those things that seem like a small act of kindness are really so huge when you're struggling and you're tired and you've been in doctor's appointments all day or in and out of the hospital. So, we received the first of the Duncan Soup Project.
Amazing. And y'all's project, y'all have a fundraiser coming up. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Okay, about the fundraiser, and the reason I started this is because of Dr. Duncan, David. He would still go to work. He was still practicing his dentistry and working, and with his fortitude and his fight and his love to help his patients and the people around him, I said, I need to do something to help, and I want to honor this man. And so I came up with the Duncan Soup Project, and we have served over 2,000 bowls of soup since last April. And what it is we provide people that are sick, that maybe have gone through, just came out of surgery, maybe in rehab, maybe just lost someone, maybe that's just lonely, or somebody that's just hungry. And so what we're doing on August 27th at the on Polk Street at the
Amarillo Area Foundation.
Amarillo Area Foundation. Thank you for that plug, because they generously donated that. We appreciate that. We're having a fundraiser, and what it is we're going to be serving soup, and everyone's going to get a bowl like this. And this is going to be a gift to you, because we want you to also, every time you see this, going, hey, there's some people out there that care. I want to remember that. So we want to give this gift to you, and that's for you. And so we're going to have a night or an evening of 3 types of soup. We want to thank Mike and Roger at the Pancake Station. They generously donated the soup. We're going to have loaded baked potato, chicken tortilla soup, and vegetable soup. And we're going to have cheeses and meats and snacks and everything. And what's great is we have a group of volunteers that have come together that have helped, and they cook, and we give away quarts of soup. And we're going to share our story. We have Linda, who's going to be our highlight speaker. Then we're going to have another speaker who's going to be the recipient, and she is going through cancer right now. A really good friend of mine. She's going to speak. And then we have a gentleman who's going to be, who's one of our volunteers, is going to tell them how it feels to go and talk and see people who are volunteers to see what it's like to be on each side of this. And we've just been really blessed that the community that had just come together. We're really excited that the Veterans Resource Center, we
Yeah.
just talked to them this week, and we are donating 8 quarts of soup a week for the veterans. And we also work with Amarillo United Methodist Church. We have a lot of our volunteers there that cook, and we have a hub of soup there. And we also have, even in Claude, we have a friend who, Mark King, is a pharmacist at Corner Drug. I bring soup to him every month, and he gives out to his customers. So we are going to have a silent auction. We're going to have just a good evening to people to learn about this new project. And we're encouraging other people. Maybe you have friends in your circle going,
Yeah.
hey, maybe we can go and help and serve people. And we're going to share our story of how we can do that.
Exactly. And if we do want to go out to this event real quick, where can we go for more information, Linda?
We have a website, and that website is
DuncanSoupProject.com, or you
Yeah.
can contact me. You can call me, and you use my phone number, text, call, 806-316-9376, or my personal email is terrylopez@yahoo.com. Or they can also, if they'd like to support Venmo, we are a nonprofit, but Venmo is Duncan Soup Project. And so,
Yeah.
we would love for them to come and hear a story and have some great soup and some great fellowship. And we appreciate the silent auction items and the people that have sponsored the table. They have really supported and loved and encouraged us. And we just want to spread Dr. David Duncan's love and keep that memory alive to show that tenacity that, you know what, you do matter, you do care, because we've all been there. And we're all going to
Exactly.
draw that card one day. And we're going to need that love. We're going to need that support. And if a bowl of soup can do it, and everybody's like, Terry, it's 110 degrees outside. But you know what? That person that's in rehab or at the hospital,
Yes.
that are home, people that are hungry. And the one thing that we even changed last week, and I'll real quick about Toot and Totem that helped me last week, we turned our soup into water.
Really?
We said, we would like to give out water. It's 113 degrees. Toot and Totem got a hold of me and said, we want to provide all the ice and all the water. I put it in the ice chest in the back of my truck, delivered it throughout Amarillo to people that need. And see, that's a great community coming together. And that's what the project is all about. And David would be so happy about this and just be gleeful. And it's just wonderful to have a wonderful partner and a wonderful friend
Yes.
like Linda. And we're just really blessed.
we are.
Well,
Our motto is serving love one bowl at a time.
I love that. Well, thank you all so much for coming into Studio 4 and talking to us about this fundraiser and about the project. Thank you.
Thank
Okay, thanks for
you.
having us.
Of course, and stay with us. We have more Studio 4 coming up after the break.